Are you working really hard in your business but frustrated because you can't get the results you really want? If that's true, you're not alone. Think about this. On average, business owners work more than 50 hours a week, yet less than 40% of businesses actually make a profit. You'd be tempted to conclude that business is hard work, difficult and not very rewarding, wouldn't you? Hi, I'm Greg Roworth, CEO of Business Flight Path, and I'm here to tell you it doesn't have to be that way. Over the past 15 years, I've worked with hundreds of small and medium businesses as a consultant and coach, teaching owners how to create the systems they need to get their time back. I've captured that experience in a book I've just launched called Put Your Business on Autopilot. The idea behind this is when you can set and forget your business, then it's working the way it should. I've found that most of the difficulties in business are caused by a failure to understand and execute the process of business, not from any fundamental problem with the business itself. When times are hard, as they are now, the natural tendency of most business owners is just to work harder. While that's admirable, it's the wrong focus because it creates even more dependency on them. Instead of working harder on the things that don't work, the focus needs to be on creating better systems and processes that do the work for you. It may be hard for you to accept that a few simple changes could revolutionize your business and take it to the next level. Sometimes it's hard to see the answers yourself simply because you don't know what's possible. Sometimes you just need a change in perspective that reveals a better way. You'll see what I mean in the short video clip coming up next. Les Hewitt, who wrote the international bestseller The Power of Focus, shows how the seemingly impossible is not so difficult if you know what to do.
A friend of mine a while ago, he gave me 10 big spikes. These are hardware spikes. You buy them in any hardware store, about 7 inches long. And he had this little block of wood and he had another spike on it. And he said, Les, what I want you to do is balance all 10 of these spikes on top of this one. I said, okay. Yeah, right. One at a time? He said, no, all at once, all 10 of them. So I'm fiddling around with this. I said, that's impossible. That's impossible. And he said, Les, you know, if you were a little bit more clear, maybe if you could focus a little bit better, maybe if you find some people who could help you and give you some wisdom, and then if you develop better habits, things that look absolutely impossible are actually quite simple.
Yes, well that's thought-provoking. That video clip shows that the difference between the seemingly impossible and the simple is merely knowledge. Building a successful business that works on autopilot isn't an impossible dream, nor is it actually that difficult if you know how. If you've been working hard but not getting the results you want, isn't it time you took a different approach? At Business Flight Path, we've identified that the majority of business owners make 5 critical mistakes that keep their businesses stuck on the ground, limited by barriers they can't break through. It's a bit like those old movies that show the history of man's attempt to fly. It didn't matter how hard they worked to get their contraptions off the ground, it just didn't happen until the Wright brothers made that fundamental quantum leap in thinking that allowed them to overcome the laws of gravity. It wasn't achieved by trying harder to fly, it took a breakthrough in thinking. It's just the same in business. If you keep making those critical mistakes, you'll never break through the barriers that hold you down. Working harder won't get you there. You need to approach the problem on a different plane. Right here, on this website, we want to show you what is possible for you in your business. We want to show you how to create a sales escalator and forget that competitors were ever a problem. We want to show you how to get the best out of your people. We want to show you how you can take your business to the next level by demolishing the barriers that currently block your progress. The first thing you need to do is avoid making these 5 mistakes. So how will you know what they are? Right now, I want to offer you something, and by the way, it's free. I'm doing this because I want to help business owners lift their game and get the rewards they really deserve. So here's my offer. I'll give you my free report called the 5 Critical Business Mistakes and how to avoid them. All you need to do is register below and it'll be emailed to you. You'll discover if you're making these mistakes and how to avoid them, and importantly, what to do to break through the barriers that limit your success. I'll also send you the first 2 chapters of my book that I mentioned earlier, Put Your Business on Autopilot. The best thing you can do now is get the report as soon as possible and read it. So register below. I hope you enjoy it.